Hi, Casper, on the 2nd of October 2022. It's a Sunday night and I have been cooking roast chicken. And what have I got? Well, slightly weird, perhaps a slightly weird choice with roast chicken. I've opened a bottle of 2009 Côte Rôtie, Cuvée en Podium from René Rostaing. And Cuvée that used to be called Cuvée Classique, but en Podium, the Latin Roman name for Ampuy, the town of Côte Rôtie, nestling beneath those extraordinarily precipitous vineyards there, a town between those vineyards and vineyard slopes and the mighty Rhone. And I bought a case of this, and I've been reading a few reports, and many of them say this should be drunk soon, so I thought, get some out, have a look. And what does that look entail? Well, a wine that's deep in the glass, but really remarkably red still. It doesn't really look like it's got a lot of age to it at all. In fact, is there a hint of purple about it? Almost. Narrow band at the rim. Looks in prime health, to be honest with you. And I opened the bottle, what is it now? It's 7:10. Opened the bottle about 3. I decanted it an hour and a half ago. So it's had a lot of air, you know. I've given it the time of day, and let's see what it's doing. Gosh, it's really, really not particularly aromatic at all, I've got to say, first of all. What I do get is a lovely, elegant aroma, particularly floral. Lovely scent of summer flower beds, really. And a nice, light, sort of elegant, dark plum aroma. Yes, there's a degree of Syrah spiced here as well. Bit of pepperiness and a hint of something rooty. It's that sort of a touch of licorice, but what it has got is tang, freshness. Wouldn't necessarily expect that from a vintage like 2009, which pretty much throughout Europe was really quite a warm thing. But it smells fresh, smells in good, lively, tangy nick, a hint of sort of slow damson to it. Clean as a whip. I mean, it smells very nicely defined and as I say, very clean. Gosh, no, you know, that's a wine of no great assertive presence. It's very much only medium weight. What really impresses is the quality of the tannins. The tannins are a ripe sort of cashmere swathe right across the middle of the wine. And as I got on the nose, there's a lovely tang to it. It's a sort of plum skin snappiness that keeps the whole thing focused. It's refreshing, it's fresh. The tannins sort of clean off the palate. Wonderful way. It's got lovely length to it as well, but it's a subtle wine. It's an elegant wine. Wine of, as I say, of no massive presence. It's yeah. It's not certainly not a wine to impress, you know. And I like it for that. It's a wine that sort of creeps up on you, and doesn't do anything terribly dramatic. It's very nice, and actually, having opened it, I thought, well, is that really the right thing to go with the roast chicken? And now I taste it, I think absolutely is. I think it's borderline sort of Pinot weight, actually. You know, for the bigger Pinots of the Côte d'Or. It's a very nice thing, and certainly no hurry to drink it. I think this will go on possibly for another decade. I think the people who have short dated it probably are being circumspect given the heat of the vintage, but it's in full flow, possibly not quite ready. I can imagine it took a long time to come round. You know, I've tasted this when I first opened it. I tasted it when I decanted it, when it had been open in bottle for you know, a couple of hours at least. And it was tight, you know, it took a long time to open up. It's really starting to open up now. Could possibly do with more air still, which just gives me the feeling that it needs a bit more time. And it's a lovely, shapely, bit of a gymnast of a wine actually. It's really rather lovely. There we go. That's been just 13% by the way on the back front label. Lovely, elegant. That those tannins are, as I say, cashmere and grip, gently and long in a very elegant style. Yeah, lovely. There we are. That's 2009 Côte Rôtie en Podium from René Rostaing. A lovely thing.